ESPN, War Eagle Sports Network, bringing you live coverage, commentary, and interviews. Everything Heritage Sports.
And welcome back to part 3 of War Eagle Sports Network. I am joined with my co-host, of course, Hayden Stout, and two lovely guests of ours, Brandon Shaw and Mr. Jacob Qualls.
Hello, how are you guys doing? This is Brandon Shaw.
And this is Jake Qualls.
I'm Hayden Stout.
We're going to talk today about Matty Mock. He got in trouble for cocaine today. He's suspended indefinitely from the Missouri roster. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, Nathan, I watched the video, and I actually don't think he truly sniffed any up.
Yeah, what I saw is someone said he misses lines like he misses receivers. So I don't think he actually got it in his system.
Yes, exactly. Jake?
I don't know. I haven't seen the video yet, but I think anybody that's dumb enough to lose their college career over something as stupid as drugs needs to be suspended and shouldn't be given another chance.
All right, I'm going to play Jake the video. I'll play us all the video.
We're reviewing the video real fast.
Now, is that Matty Mock right there snorting, or is that somebody else?
Yeah, that's Matty
That's
Mock.
Mr. Mock.
Okay, he looks like a drug addict.
Definitely looks like he meant to do it, but missed.
I don't know. Drugs, I've never been a fan of, and I don't see how somebody could ruin their lives doing it.
Now, Jake, the War Eagles go to the Missouri football camp every summer. Did you get the chance to actually meet Matty Mock?
Well, we did go to the football camps when Coach Steck, who's now the head coach of Missouri State, was the defensive coordinator there, but we don't go anymore. But I remember last year, my junior year, I was walking to our next day, and Matty walked past me, and he's a pretty big boy for a quarterback. And if you first looked at him, you wouldn't know it was Matty Mock, but he was pretty big.
So you guys think that that's a problem nowadays, that young college football players are getting in trouble for social media stuff and all that?
Well, I don't think it's more of social media. I think it's just more what they do and then get caught with it or doing.
Yeah, you don't really hear athletes getting in trouble for what they put on social media as much as what they do outside of the sport and going to parties and drinking and doing drugs. It's more the peers that they hang out with more than anything.
Also in recent news, Vince Young arrested for DWI. Any comments?
That's the first I've heard about that.
Vince Young is still around? I thought he was done for.
I just don't think he could cope with being a big bust in the NFL.
I don't know, but that 2006 National Championship game was probably one of the greatest of all time.
Reggie Bush, Reggie White, Vince Young,
Matt Leinart.
Yeah,
Talking about quarterbacks.
He was also a pretty big bust, though.
What do y'all think about the draft coming up? Who do you think is going to go first, and when do you think Brandon Allen's going to be drafted?
First is going to be, it's usually always offensive line. I don't know who, though.
I think Joey Bosa from Ohio State will probably go first at defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the tools. He's pretty much a 5-star D lineman from coming out of college. And he kind of reminds me of J.J. Watt, but not as big and probably not as athletic as J.J. Watt, but who knows.
You know who really impressed me? The Alabama defensive end, the one who does all the spins. The spin move.
Yeah, I don't know. Brandon, I think you're thinking of somebody else.
I probably am.
I agree with Jake here. I think Bosa goes first, unless Cleveland trades up, but I doubt they'd trade up one spot. So
I feel like if Cleveland trades up, there's an opportunity for Brandon Allen to go first. One of the best quarterbacks in the draft so far. I'm a big Brandon Allen fan. He's got a lot of smarts and upside to him. Easily one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. As you can tell, his total QBR was top 10, and he actually had the highest quarterback rating of the season. So if that doesn't tell you something, then I don't know what does.
I will admit, last year I wasn't a big fan of Brandon Allen, but I liked how he decided it's his senior year and he's got to make the most of it and just started playing harder and led us to a pretty good season. I think he'll go middle to late second round.
Do you think little brother Austin Allen will be much of a replacement?
I feel like Austin's got all the tools to be as good as Brandon, but I don't think right now he definitely does not have the experience that Brandon had going in as a fifth-year senior. But I hope Austin does really well, because if he does well, then the whole team will do well. But he's got a lot of competition now making better behind him with Joe Kelly and that kid coming in from USC. He's a pretty good quarterback. And Ty Story, Rafe Peavy. A lot of competition for Arkansas this year.
Now, since this is War Eagle Television, let's talk about War Eagle sports. The basketball team, Dane Olson. How's his season?
Easily one of the best point guards in the state.
The best point guard in the state.
He's got he's a little bit short and a little bit white, but he's easily one of the smartest players I've seen since his brother, Chris Olson. But I like to talk about Lexus Hobbs.
Amen.
One of the greatest athletes come through Heritage High School besides his brother, Gerald.
Big Lex.
He's a really good basketball player. He's got a lot of athleticism, like I said. He can jump out the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And he just really gets the team going with his attitude and his confidence. What do you think, Hayden?
I think Lexus, he's good. He can drive. I mean, we have a lot of outside shooters, and we have a lot of inside shooters like Lexus. So, we got a good balanced team.
We play Bentonville tonight. What do you got? Give us a prediction.
Honest.
I'm going to have to go against us. I'm going to go 56 to 51.
How many does Malik have?
Easily 30. I mean, how many times does Malik pass a ball?
You're right.
High school basketball is too easy for Malik Monk.
Oh, yeah.
Too easy.
Brandon, you're on the track team, right?
Amen.
How's that looking this year?
The track team's looking pretty good. We have a lot of experience this year, and we have a ton of inexperience. But for the experience we have, hopefully we will be able to teach the freshmen and sophomores and the juniors a little something about track, and it'll just be a good year probably.
Snipes, you've been quiet over there. What happened to your knee?
Well, Jake, you must know I had a ACL surgery about a month ago, so I'm still recovering from ACL reconstruction.
Hey, glad to hear you're doing okay. Glad to see you walking around well.
Thank you.
So, how do you guys think Arkansas is going to do next season?
Football-wise or what?
Yeah, we'll go football.
I think we got a really good chance of competing in the SEC West. We got a lot of people coming back. It's always hard when you lose two or three of your best O-linemen. Defense was really young. Got a lot of people come back. Dre Greenlaw played against Tim when he was at Fayetteville, and he was a stud like he is now. Losing Alex Collins, Hunter Henry, and all of them, that's going to hurt us. But what I like to see is Keon Hatcher coming back. He's going to be a big threat in the outside receiver. And if Austin or whoever can get him the ball, then it could be a good show to watch.
So, Arkansas basketball. That's not going as good as everyone had predicted this season.
Really disappointed in them this year, Hayden. Really young, athletic team. Moses Kingsley's playing really well. And I think at any point we can turn around and win some games, compete in the SEC tournament, make it to the NCAA tournament. But I just don't think this year we're mature enough yet. I think Dusty Hannes has a chance to be really good in the next couple years if he sticks around. Jimmy Witt, love watching him play. He's a really good athlete. And I don't know. I was really disappointed that we couldn't come out on top against Kentucky or LSU. But that's just how Arkansas goes. Breaks your heart every time.
Only good thing about them being bad is that the tickets are cheap.
Any predictions on who you guys think is going to be number one in the college basketball?
I don't really watch college basketball, but I hear that Bobby Held kid from Oklahoma is a pretty good athlete. I think they're ranked number one right now. Kentucky's always going to be there. Duke, North Carolina's always good. But I'm going to have to go with the dark horse, and I'm going to probably go with Arkansas winning it all.
Interesting prediction there, Jake.
You know, I'm not a big Duke fan. I don't like much of Duke, but they're always good. I don't like Kentucky, but they're always good. I'm thinking after the season they had last season, Michigan State is going to come out on top. What about you, Brandon?
I don't follow college basketball whatsoever. Not at all.
What do you follow?
Mainly cheerleading and some of track.
Cheerleading.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tell us about cheer. You're on the ACD competition cheer, right? Didn't y'all win national champions?
Yes, we went to Fort Worth, Texas, and I was representing Heritage High School, and we got first out of 60 teams in level 5, and I won a jacket.
That's all you got was a jacket.
Yeah.
Well, we're out of time for today, so...
Hold on, before we go, we have... we're going to play a game. It's called Who Tweeted This? Who tweeted this? Wow. Period.
That would definitely have to be Hayden Stout.
It's a very vague statement. I'm going to have to go with Odell Beckham Jr.
Jake, you are correct.
Thank you. I know my Odell Beckham Jr.
Congratulations. All right, that's the end of this.